Hi and welcome. I'm talking today about the average function. This is in Excel, and if you were to do this manually, you'd have to add up all the cells in your range and then divide by however many you had, right? Well, that could be cumbersome if I have many columns and rows of data. So what I'm going to show you now is using one of those built-in math functions. So I'm going to start it right here in this cell F2. I want to get an average of the things in row 2. I'm going to type this one right in the cell as I like to do. And you'll see when I recognize the function that I want in the list, I simply double click it. Other people will use the tab key. You can arrow to the one you want and use tab. There, I've got it now set up in my cell with the open parentheses. It's ready for the range of numbers now. I'm going to take my mouse and just select those that I want. And you can hit enter. When you hit enter, it moves you down a cell. Why not do Control Enter? That's going to keep you sitting on the cell. And then you can see your result in the cell and you can see the formula in the formula bar. Now I want to show you a couple of ways to do average because they've got it set up several different ways. I'm going to jump up here on the Home tab and get inside the Auto Sum drop down. I'm going to choose Average. Again, I'm sitting on the cell where I want the answer, but look what it's done to me. It has looked above and it's trying to average up from above. I'm going to take my mouse. See how that F2 is selected right now? Take your mouse and just drag across the ones you really want and correct it. You can correct it whenever it guesses for you and if it's incorrect. Again, this time you can Control Enter. I also use the little check mark there. That's just like saying Control Enter, drops it into the cell. I use average also from the formula bar. If you knew what category in the function library it was, you could go in and find it that way. A lot of times you'll find things in recently used. There I can find average there, but I always know I've got average in the auto sum. So that's a great place to start. I'm going to select it there. Again, it is looking above first. If that's not correct for you, grab your mouse and drag across to select the correct range. Little hint for you, if you're building one of these and need some help, click that FX button. You see it's the same, FX insert function. It's also, notice the keystroke, Shift F3, or I can click it there. What that does is it brings up the function argument box, and I can fill it in from here. I can see what the result is coming up to in here, read the explanation, and even get help on that particular function. When I'm good with that, I say OK, drop it in there, and hey, let's just flash fill that to the bottom. All done. Have an average.